on top of the stars. Never thought we'd ever get this far. We live for moments like this. We come alive in moments like this. Here we are, this is a time, like a dream coming to life. We live for moments like this. We come alive in moments like this. Moments like this.
Process has really allowed me to look at my students in a different way, really thinking about their development and the whole child. One example that I can give you is a student in my class who, when you looked at their literacy assessment data, they were falling in, to a range where I was thinking I'm going to have to start some tier 2 interventions. I had some real concerns about how this child was doing with their literacy data and their literacy assessment. However, when I was providing these hands-on experiences for my students to engage in so that I could help support that formative assessment process through the KEA, I really noticed that this student had such great abilities to be able to do project-based learning, had these higher order thinking skills, had an amazing vocabulary that they were able to use and express during those times. And had I not provided those hands-on experiences, had I not engaged in looking at him as at the whole child and not just at his literacy assessment data, I would have had a completely different picture of this child. So I'm so thankful that we are allowed to have an assessment where we are engaging in formative assessment processes, where we're collecting evidence on the whole child and we're looking at different developmental domains rather than just always focusing on more of a literacy assessment.
Take me now. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life.
Develop their fine motor skills. Often they come in and they use their whole hand to grip a pencil, or they don't know how to use 3 fingers to hold it the correct way. And they may not have the strength, they may not have the formation of the letters to know how to do it correctly. Through the formative assessment process, we can see what the continuum is so that we know what's next for a student who's starting out without that experience. And through some intentional planning, you can really see how it changes through practice. For example, we always do cutting skills in kindergarten throughout the year, but with this formative assessment process, I've been really looking for those opportunities often in the first 60 days. And so I've noticed that by really thinking about it and just putting it into my plans a little more often, say with a math task where they're cutting the shapes and sorting them, that I'm looking at it and really helping them in a way that is helping them to develop these skills earlier. And so by this time in the year, toward the end of the school year, I'm seeing their handwriting is looking better than any class I've ever had, and they're able to use these fine motor abilities in other areas throughout their day just because it's been more intentional and more of a focus earlier on.
So let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little.
Well, I can ask you, is there anything else you want to say about kindergarten?
That I love it really, really, really much. And I love it really much.